The main thing I would say is just go out there, play hard. I mean, it's not much you can really control outside of your effort and your attitude. So just being in the playbook, knowing what you got to do, and executing what you have to do is the main thing I would say.
People only see the highlight reels, right? They, especially on like things like social media, but few probably remember when Coach Arians did kind of call you out
Right.
after the preseason. He's like, "Where were you?"
Right.
What happened between then and now, aside from just the three postseason interceptions?
I would say just consistent development. Just learning the game of football from the first thing to getting there now. Learning the proper techniques to use in certain situations. And just developing my game overall. I came into the league strictly from as a cornerback. I'd never played nickel in my life until I got here. So, moving into the inside, you have to learn how to develop new traits and different traits, and that's what I did, and I'm continuing to do.
The other day, Gabbard mentioned that there's no better learning around when you have three receivers like Evans and Godwin and Antonio. They'll all end up in the Hall of Fame one day.
Right.
You line up against those guys every single day. Is there a better testing for you than that?
Oh no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want it any other way. I see Mike a lot on the outside. I see Mike a lot in the slot. I see AB a lot in the slot. I see Chris a lot, and they're all different. So they give me different looks. Lets me, test out my different techniques on these guys each and every day. See what works and see what doesn't work for certain guys, and just learning how to execute those properly. And what better way would you want going against those guys with time at quarterback? So.
Who's a bigger challenge for you, the big physical guy at the line of scrimmage, or is it the small, quick guy off the line?
Um,
Play them all.
yeah. I play them all, but I mean, I like it all. I like when guys get physical, but I also like guys that aren't physical because then you can use your physicality with them. So I guess it just varies on what type of role or what type of scheme that we are going for within that different game, that certain game.
For the first time in a long time, your group of starters,
Mm,
nobody's a rookie in that group at all. Like your defensive backfield.
right.
Do you feel like you guys, especially for you going into year three, like do you feel like you're able to, or Coach Bowles is able to mix it up a lot more with you guys than maybe he did last year? I know we talked about like not being able to put Jamel in certain situations last year. Like, do you just feel like you're able to mix it up a little bit more?
Definitely. I think that a lot of us are very, very interchangeable. And I think that just knowing how interchangeable we are, we can do a lot of different things, whether it's, you got me playing the half field or got me playing in the nickel role at underneath coverage. So, I mean, it's a bunch of different things that a bunch of guys can do. And just getting better at those things and getting better at the technique and learning the entire defense helps us all. Helps Coach Bowles. Hey, Cam. Helps Coach Bowles, just call different things and helps him to be able to adjust to certain things with the guys that he has.
I know he's playing in front of you, so I don't know how much you've been able to see him. Joe Tryon, a rookie, he's got a lot of expectations on him. How would you say he's handled himself this training camp?
Joe's a beast. And you can kind of see that from the first day I stepped on the field with him. He wasn't really, back in minicamp, he wasn't, doing too much. But once he got out here with us and just playing with him, he's different. He gets off the ball fast and he gets to the quarterback real quick, so he makes our jobs a lot easier. And then his drop coverages are very good too, and he listens. So, integrating him with those other guys up front in front seven is going to be real scary for a lot of teams, and I don't think they're really ready to see what those guys are ready to unleash.
Speaking of scary, Antonio Brown, Coach Arians was saying how he's needed this knee procedure that he had for some time now, and he feels like he looks like he did 5 years ago.
Mm.
What have you seen out of him here in this training camp?
I don't think AB has ever lost a step. I think that he's only gotten better throughout the course of his career. That's mentally and physically, and I think that he's been a great, leader in the aspect of coming out here every day ready to work and challenging us as DBs to kind of get on that level as well. He trash talks us every day, and it's always reciprocal. But with him, it's like it's never personal. It's never bad blood, but it's always just competing and getting the best out of you. So just for him, I know I've had a relationship with AB since I was in college, and so just having him here now, it's like that CMU connection, and it's always a good time talking to him and picking his brain.
So the first depth chart has been released, and people eat that stuff up.
Mm.
What would you say to people about the significance of the first depth chart?
I mean, I haven't seen it, but we're all interchangeable, like I said, and we all play different roles and do different things. So, you can pick and plug whoever you want in that defense and put them in the first base, second base, whatever you want, but you're going to get the same results whether or not it's me or whether it's not it's somebody else.
With Antonio, is the hardest part about defending a guy like that the suddenness where, he's not just a guy that just can run a few different routes, but like it's the speed or just kind of how he can kind of, I guess change the speed up a little bit or just his ability to kind of stop and go. Is that the hardest part about defending him? Or?
I think the hardest part about defending AB is his willingness to get open. He's going to get open regardless of what his route is. If he's got a slant, he's going to run that slant. If you cover it, he's either going to stop and get open, or he's going to keep going and try to find a window that he can get open, and Tom's going to find him. So, I said this a couple years ago. There's really not many ways to cover those guys. Like, you can't, so you're going to have to just figure it out. What does AB say? Oh man, he says a lot. It's just like it just depends on the day, I guess. I mean, I I heard him say one time to me. I don't know if it was to me or who it was to. The other day, he said he told somebody that he signed their birth certificate. like he was telling them like, look, you my son. Like like relax. But that's like the competitive nature of the game, man. And that fires you up. It makes you want to go at him. But it makes him come even harder when he sees that you challenging him as well. So it's all competitive nature of the game.
We gotta have more examples. I mean, I know I saw he had a long touchdown against Javon Hagan. I remember Hagan just was walking back and he said, "Where are you going? Where are you going?" Like we gotta have more examples.
You know what? I mean, certain guys you got to learn how to block out, and AB is one of those guys that you sometimes have to block out because he won't stop. So. I don't really have that many more examples from hearing exactly what he says, but every time he catches the ball, you're going to hear something. So.
Sean, I see you got the successful Jock shirt on. How important is it to you to get back to the community and continue to build that foundation you got on?
Yeah, my mom started this organization a couple years back, but it's mainly just giving back to the people, just being that light, that role model for a lot of kids that didn't have the opportunities that were presented to them, or presented to people like me. So I think that it's always good to give back. It's always good to give back faith and give back that relief that it's going to be okay and that you can get out of whatever dilemma you are in.
What about you for your trash? Do you trash talk or you just kind of keep it quiet? If so, what's the worst thing you've said that you could repeat?
A lot of things that I say I probably can't repeat. Not because I say things that are bad necessarily, but a lot of times I just say whatever comes to mind and then I just walk away. But a lot of the times I have to get calmed down too, so I try not to get too riled up in days like practices and stuff because I just try to keep my cool at all times. I'm a cool guy. Yeah. And then there was a clip of a play that I had with Chris where I said a word or two. My dad called me yesterday like, were you cussing in the video? No. I said no. But I said no. But I try to. He did, but my dad doesn't have social media, so he probably didn't even see the video, and he was lying. So. And if he won't see this either until a week later, so it doesn't really matter. So he gonna forget anyway.
He doesn't have a Twitter burner account or something you don't know about?
I think he does. He just doesn't have any followers, and I blocked him a long time ago. So he can't see anything I do anyway. I just tell him, and he goes off of what I tell him. So.